And let's just talk about Steffi for a second. Steffi Forrester Finnegan has been going through absolute hell lately. I mean, just think about it. Just think about the last few weeks. Hope Logan Spencer completely pulled the rug out from under her. Hope lied, she sneaked around, she signed a secret contract with Logan, and she launched that surprise ASAP fashion show that literally eclipsed Eric Forrester's highly anticipated return to haute couture. Steffi was already in full-blown crisis management mode. She was doing extreme damage control. The phones at Forrester Creations were ringing off the hook. The media was in a frenzy over Hope's move, completely ignoring Eric. Steffi was furious. She was plotting aggressive, cutthroat vengeance to crush the Hope by Logan brand. She was hyper-focused on destroying Katie and Hope for what they did to her grandfather's legacy. So, Steffi's stress levels were already maxed out. She was already at her breaking point. But then the absolute worst nightmare happens. Right in the middle of this corporate war, right when Steffi is dealing with the betrayal of the century, a new nightmare strikes. And it strikes at the one place Steffi thought was safe, the Cliff House, her sanctuary. The place where she and Finn just shared those romantic moments amidst all the corporate chaos. Hayes is gone. Little Hayes is just gone, disappeared from the beach house. And it wasn't just a toddler wandering off. No, Finn panicked. He frantically searched the house and discovered something absolutely chilling. The security system was disabled, and not just unplugged. It was professionally disabled. No trace, no clues. Just a blank screen and an empty crib. I can't even imagine. I honestly can't even imagine the sheer panic that must have washed over Finn in that moment. Let's go back to Finn for a minute. John Finnegan, the guy is a doctor. He saves lives for a living. He is trained to stay calm under the most extreme pressure imaginable. But when it comes to his son, when he walks into that nursery and sees the empty crib, all that medical training just goes out the window. He's just a terrified father. And the fact that the security system was professionally disabled. That's what gets me. That's the detail that is keeping me awake. Because that means this wasn't a crime of opportunity. This wasn't someone walking by the beach house and seeing an open door. This was planned. This was calculated. Someone studied their security. Someone knew how to bypass the cameras, the alarms, the locks. Someone watched them. Someone was watching Steffi and Finn. Maybe they were watching them when they were sharing those romantic moments. Just lurking in the shadows. It makes my skin crawl. It really does. So, of course, Steffi immediately blames Sheila. I mean, who wouldn't? You guys know the history. We all know the history. Sheila Carter is a monster. And let's not forget what we just learned a few episodes ago. Sheila has been blackmailing Taylor Hayes. Sheila demanded a 2-day supervised visitation with Hayes in exchange for signing Deacon's divorce papers. Taylor was terrified. Taylor was agonizing over how to tell Steffi because she knew Steffi was already highly volatile and furious over Hope's betrayal. So the timing is way too perfect. Sheila gets denied her visitation, or she gets impatient, and boom. Hayes is taken. It makes perfect, terrifying sense. Steffi is screaming. She's pointing the finger directly at her psychotic mother-in-law. And honestly, I'm right there with her. What else are we supposed to think? Steffi is convinced this is Sheila's sick revenge for being denied access to her grandson. But then the writers throw us a curveball, a massive, twisted curveball. Sheila Carter actually shows up at the Cliff House. And she is playing the innocent card so hard. She appears with this wide-eyed, innocent look on her face. She swears she is innocent. She swears she had nothing to do with it. She even offers to help them look for Hayes. The absolute audacity of this woman, the nerve. To stand in Steffi's living room, the room she has terrorized so many times, and offer to help find the child she has been obsessing over. Is it a sick game? Is Sheila getting some kind of twisted psychological thrill out of watching Steffy suffer? Or, and this is the part that makes my head hurt, what if she's telling the truth? Okay, that sounded crazy. I know that sounded crazy, but you get what I mean. What if the writers are actually making Sheila innocent this one time just to mess with us? Because here is the scariest part, the absolute scariest part of this whole storyline. There is no ransom demand, none. If this was a kidnapping for money, the phone would be ringing. There would be a note, there would be instructions. But there is nothing, just dead silence, a professional job with no trace and no demands. That means whoever took Hayes didn't do it for money. They did it to hurt Steffy. Or they did it to keep the child, and that realization just completely breaks Steffy. We see this strong, fierce CEO, this woman who was just plotting to destroy a rival fashion house, completely shatter. She just collapses. She breaks down completely in Finn's arms. And Finn, poor Finn, is trying to hold her together while his own heart is breaking. It's a devastating scene. Jackie Wood is going to act the hell out of this. Let's be real. She always does. When she cries, you feel it in your bones. But if it's not Sheila, who is it? The Forrester family is starting to realize they might have a hidden enemy. A shadow enemy, someone operating in the dark. And my brain is just spinning with theories. Could it be connected to the Logan War? No, that's ridiculous. Katie and Bill are ruthless in business, but they wouldn't kidnap a child. That's crossing a line even Dollar Bill wouldn't cross right now. What about Remy Price? He's been sneaking around Forrester Creations. He's been blackmailing Melissa Dillon. He's unstable. He's desperate to win back Deke Sharp, but kidnapping a baby? That doesn't fit his MO either. What about someone from Finn's past? We don't know much about his life before Steffy, really? Or maybe it's someone connected to Sheila's past. Some enemy of hers who took Hayes to punish her? Oh my god, wouldn't that be a twist? Sheila's enemies targeting Steffy's kid to get to Sheila. My head is spinning. I'm literally just typing out loud here. And what about Taylor? Oh my god, Taylor Hayes. When she finds out about this, she is going to absolutely lose her mind. Because remember, Taylor was just sitting in her office, being blackmailed by Sheila. Sheila was holding Deacon's divorce papers over her head, demanding access to Hayes. Taylor was terrified to tell Steffy. She was agonizing over it, and now Hayes is gone. Taylor is going to feel so guilty. She is going to blame herself. She's going to think, if I had just told Steffy immediately, maybe they could have increased security. Maybe they could have stopped this. The guilt is going to eat Taylor alive. And you know Taylor, she's a psychiatrist, but when it comes to her kids, she completely unravels. She is going to go on a warpath. We might actually see Taylor and Steffy team up to literally hunt Sheila down, regardless of what the police say. And Ridge Forrester, he has been so consumed with this fashion war. He has been so bitter and angry about Hope defecting to Logan. He's been complaining about the PR nightmare. He's been watching Eric fire Donna and kick her out of the executive office. Ridge has been hyper-focused on the business, but this is going to stop him dead in his tracks. A kidnapped grandson. Forrester Creations doesn't matter anymore. Eric's haute couture line doesn't matter. The Hope by Logan brand doesn't matter. Ridge is going to drop everything. I wouldn't be surprised if Ridge uses all of the Forrester wealth and resources to hire private investigators, mercenaries, whatever it takes. He is going to turn Los Angeles upside down. And honestly, I want to see that. I want to see protective Grandpa Ridge going scorched earth on whoever took his grandson. It's just so messy. The whole canvas is just a giant, chaotic mess right now. You have Brooke disowning Hope and evicting her from the Logan cabin. Hope is homeless and having panic attacks. You have Katie and Bill celebrating their ruthless corporate coup. You have Zende devastated because his promotion is ruined. You have Elektra moving out of the beach house because Will lied to her. Everyone is fighting. Everyone is hurting each other. And right in the middle of all this toxic family drama, an innocent child is taken. It's like the universe just threw a massive bomb into the middle of Los Angeles to force everyone to wake up. Will this tragedy bring the families back together? Will Brooke and Steffy stop fighting long enough to support each other? Will Hope reach out to Steffy? It's possible. Tragedy has a way of resetting the board on this show, but honestly, with the amount of bad blood right now, I don't even know if a kidnapping is enough to fix these relationships. I just keep going back to that disabled security system. It was professionally disabled, no trace. That is the detail that haunts me, because it implies a level of sophistication that we rarely see. Usually, on this show, crimes are crimes of passion. Someone gets mad, they grab a gun, they push someone off a balcony. It's impulsive, but this was cold. This was calculated. This was planned for weeks, maybe months. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. They knew the blind spots. They knew the codes. They knew exactly when Finn and Steffy would be distracted. It's terrifying. It makes you feel like no one is safe. If the Cliff House, which is supposed to be this fortress, can be breached so easily and so silently, then anywhere can be breached. The Forrester mansion isn't safe. The Spencer estate isn't safe. The Forresters need to wake up and realize they are under attack from a ghost. And the lack of a ransom demand. I know I already talked about this, but I have to bring it up again because it is just so chilling. When a kidnapper wants money, they make contact quickly. They want to establish proof of life. They want to set the terms. They want to get paid and get out. But when there is no demand, when there is just silence, that means the goal isn't financial. The goal is emotional destruction. The goal is to inflict the maximum amount of pain on Steffy Forrester Finnegan. And who wants to do that? Who hates her that much? Sheila is the obvious answer. She's the easiest answer, but maybe it's too easy. The writers love a red herring. They love to make us think it's one person and then pull the rug out from under us months later. What if it's someone we haven't seen in years? What if it's a new character entirely? A secret sibling, a scorned lover from Finn's past. I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is that I am going to be glued to my screen next week. I need to see how Finn handles this, because Finn has always been the rock. He's always been the supportive, calm, rational one. But seeing him panic, seeing him realize the security was disabled, that's going to change him. This might be the storyline that finally pushes John Finnegan over the edge. We might see a dark side to Finn that we've never seen before. A desperate father willing to do anything, cross any line, break any law to get his son back. And honestly, I am here for it. Let Finn get his hands dirty. Let him go rogue. Steffy can't fight this battle alone. She's completely broken. She's collapsed in his arms. She needs Finn to be the warrior right now. She needs him to be ruthless. And Sheila. Oh, Sheila. Kimberlyn Brown is so good at playing this unhinged menace. When she showed up at the Cliff House, I just wanted to throw my remote at the TV. Because she has this way of looking so genuinely hurt when people accuse her. She plays the victim so well. Steffy, how could you think I would hurt my own flesh and blood? I just want to help. Ooh. It's sickening, but here is the thing. The writers have been leaning really hard into this Sheila wants to be a good grandmother narrative lately. She was leveraging those divorce papers with Taylor just to get 2 days of supervised visitation. 2 days with supervision. If she was planning to just kidnap the kid, why bother blackmailing Taylor? Why go through the legal channels of a divorce agreement if you're just going to hire a professional to snatch the baby? That's the one tiny, annoying little piece of logic that makes me think, maybe she didn't do it. Maybe she is actually innocent this time. Okay, I hate myself for even saying that. I really do. But you guys see the logic, right? If she was going to steal him, she wouldn't have asked Taylor for supervised visits. She would have just taken him. So let's talk about this hidden enemy, the shadow lurking over the Forresters. The fans on social media are already going wild with theories. I've been scrolling Twitter for an hour and people are throwing out the craziest names. Could it be Morgan DeWitt back from the dead? Could it be someone connected to Massimo Marone? I mean, we are digging deep into the B&B archives here. Because it has to be someone with money. It has to be someone with resources. You don't just hire a professional to bypass a state-of-the-art Forrester security system with pocket change. This took serious funding. This took connections. Who hates Steffy that much? Who has the resources? Honestly, my brain keeps going back to Sheila's mysterious roommate. Remember that? A few episodes ago, there were hints that Sheila had a roommate or an undercover agent helping her. What if that person went rogue? What if Sheila's accomplice decided to take matters into their own hands to help Sheila, but Sheila didn't actually order the kidnapping? That would explain why Sheila looks genuinely shocked, but the crime still traces back to her orbit. That would be a crazy twist. I'm just so tired for Steffy. I really am. I know she can be a lot. I know she can be demanding and ruthless, especially with how she's been treating Hope and the whole Hope for the future line. But no mother deserves this. No parent deserves this. To see her collapse in Finn's arms. It just breaks you. The silence of that house. The lack of a ransom note. Every hour that passes without a demand is just pure agony. Because it means the kidnapper isn't negotiating. They've already taken what they want, and they have no intention of giving him back. It's dark, you guys. It's really, really dark for a daytime soap. But it's also incredibly compelling. I can't look away. I am glued to my screen. I just hope they don't drag this out for 6 months. Please, writers, don't make us watch Steffy cry for 6 months straight. Give us some clues. Give Finn a lead to follow. Okay, I've been rambling for way too long. I need to go get some more coffee and try to calm down. My heart rate is literally elevated just typing all this out. The drama is too much. The stakes are too high. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think took Hayes? Is Sheila telling the truth? Is there a hidden enemy? Drop your craziest theories down below because at this point, nothing is too crazy for the bold and the beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next update. Stay safe out there.